Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Amina, Miss Hotgantina Sinaga, and Mr. Farrell, and all audiences, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, can you listen to my voice clearly? If my voice is clear, so you can thumbs up, please. Okay, thank you. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Zainur Rahman, as the host of this international collaboration class session. To begin with, I would like to welcome you to the 8th event of Indonesian Educators Conference, or Temu Pendidik Nusantara, in 2021, especially in this international collaboration class. I hope you are all in good health and happy mood at this time. Well, my happy audiences, this session will be filled by two amazing speakers, namely Miss Amina Pektekin. Hello, Miss Amina.
Hi.
Okay, she is from Cleeve Park School, United Kingdom, and the next one is Mrs. Hotgantina Sinaga from Cikal Cilandak Primary School. Hello, Mrs. Sinaga.
Hi, all.
Okay, and will be guided by Mr. Farrell Alfiri as the moderator for this session. Hello, Mr. Farrell. Mr. Farrell?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the main session
Okay.
of this event, I'd like Mr.
Everyone,
Farrell
and
Alfiri to take
welcome to
time. Thank you, Mr. Farrell. The floor is yours.
and welcome to A Asian Educator Conference 2021 virtually. Hello, Miss Anna Pektekin, and hello, Mrs. Sinaga. Here we have two amazing Miss Amina from Cleeve Park School, London, and Mrs. Hotgantina Sinaga from Cikal Primary School, Jakarta. First of all, before we start the session, I would like to interpret the speaker's profile or photo. First one is Ms. Amina. Ms. Amina Pektekin is a qualified teacher of English as well as the digital media lead in a secondary school in Outer London, UK. She has been working in the field of education for the past 5 years, initially teaching English as a technology after high school. After her school acquired Google Workspace in 2020. Since then, she has become a Google for Educator certified trainer, has an array of digital educator badges, and is currently working on her full portfolio to become an ISTE certified educator. And the second one, and the second one speaker is Mrs. Hotgantina Sinaga. Here is her profile. A primary school has teaching experience around 9 years with various curriculums, and currently working in Sekolah Cikal, Jakarta, Indonesia. She is interested in developing better education in Indonesia and taken a part as a volunteer as a teacher trainer for Indonesian teachers, especially in the rural area such as East Nusa Tenggara, North Maluku, Sulawesi, Bali, and others. Some volunteering events that she joined such as presenter or trainer for Ruang Berbagi Ilmu since 2018 until now, presenter for Temu Pendidik Nusantara in 2019 and 2020, presenter for Ruang Bergerak in 2020, and also program coordinator for Taman Teman Bermain. Alright, we will start with the first speaker with her various amazing experience. Please welcome Ms. Emine. The time is yours.
Thank you. Can you see my slides? Okay, so hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Kahoot for formative assessment. So before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name's Emine. I'm the digital media lead and English teacher at Cleeve Park School in the UK. You can follow me on social media. I'm on YouTube, Twitter and Instagram at EdTechMyClass. And I'm a Google for Education certified trainer. So the agenda for today is I'm going to talk about Kahoot, how to find one, create one and host one. Then we're going to talk a bit about assessment for learning and I'm going to give you a live demonstration. Then I will send you a link and you'll be able to play a Kahoot yourself. So first of all, Kahoot, I'm sure you're aware, is a free game-based learning platform that makes learning really fun. You can learn about pretty much any subject in different languages, whether you're on a mobile, tablet, laptop, Chromebook, or PC device. And with Kahoot, you can conduct formative assessment as well as introduce new material and assign homework to your students as well. So it's pretty simple to find a Kahoot. All you need to do is navigate to the discovery page and you can search for a Kahoot on any subject. You can just type in what you're looking for and you can also filter your results by subject and grade. You can choose a Kahoot to play and you can also edit a Kahoot and adapt it and review the questions and then you will hit play. So to create a Kahoot, first you'll need to sign up at kahoot.com. You can sign up really easily with your Google or Microsoft account, or you can just create a login. So you can create different question types on a Kahoot quiz. So if you have a free account, then you can create multiple choice and true or false questions. If you have a Kahoot Pro account, then you can go one step further and you can create type answer questions as well as puzzle questions where you put the answer in chronological order. And then if you have a Kahoot Premium account, again, you can go one step further and you can create polls, word clouds, open-ended questions, and brainstorm questions, all of which are to collect opinions. You can also create slides with texts, images, or videos to present content to your students. Another great feature is that there is a question bank with auto suggestions. So when you're creating a Kahoot quiz, instead of typing questions and answers from scratch, you can search the question bank and it will search across all of the millions of public Kahoots that are on the database. and you just start typing a question and all the auto suggestions will come up for you to review and refine. So to host a Kahoot, there are a number of ways, a couple of ways really. So you can teach it synchronously, where you will play a live game together with your learners, whether your learners are in class or remotely, or asynchronously, where you assign the Kahoot quiz to your learners and they're able to play Kahoot at their own pace. And to assess learning after your students have finished playing the Kahoot, you can access the report where you will get real-time feedback on student responses during both the live games and the student-paced challenges as well. You'll be able to access detailed insight, track progress and completion. You can assess learning outcomes, and you can see how your class performed overall. And then you'll be able to identify difficult questions that need following up in class. So now I'm just going to give a live demonstration on the website. I hope you can see this. So if you navigate to the discovery page, you can see here that there's featured Kahoots, there's premium partners and collections, there's verified educators and top picks. But what I tend to do is to just search for what I'm looking for up here in the box. So I'm teaching literature right now. So I'm teaching a book called Jane Eyre. So I'll just write Jane Eyre chapter 1 and I'll see what comes up. I can see all the Kahoot quizzes that have come up. I like the look of this one, so I'll click on it and then I can review all of the 10 questions and see if I'm happy with them. I can also look at the answers. I can play the Kahoot or I can edit, and I will show you that in a moment. So that's all on the discovery page. If I navigate to the library, I can see all my Kahoots that I've saved, but they're all in random order now. However, if I click on courses, which used to be called collections, here are all my courses, and all of these course names are basically folders that I've named. And if I click on, let's say this one, I can see I've got all my Jane Eyre quizzes that I've saved here that I can play with my students. So if I click on play, I've got two options. I can teach in a live game or I can assign it. So usually in class, I used to teach it in a live game. But I've found that when I do that, my students, they get very lively and noisy because it's a really fun and exciting game. So what I've been doing instead is when I click on play, I will assign it to them even though they're in my class. And once I assign it to them, I'll share the link on Google Classroom and they'll open the link on their Chromebooks in class and they'll play it self-paced. And then they really still enjoy playing it. And after every question, they're able to see the leaderboard so they can still see, who is first. So they really love that competitive nature of Kahoot. So with the asynchronous game, that's what I've been using recently because it's less noisy in my class and they enjoy it just as much. And at the end of the Kahoot, I can still show them the podium on my screen, which is, what they want to see. And then my Kahoot avatar will be there, congratulating them on a job well done. So finally, reports. So as you can see here, I have 75 reports for all the games that I've hosted with my students. So I've got live games and I've got the assignments here. So we can access the report here. So I'll just click on this report. Okay, so it gives me a summary, shows me that 65% of my students, they've all done well in my class. It shows me the overall percentage. There were no difficult questions. I can see I need some of my students need help, some didn't finish. I can look at my questions and I can see I can see the percentage of who got them right, who didn't. The beauty of this is just the summary. But if I click on the 3 dots here, and download the report, that's when you get to see the detailed report in much detail. It's amazing, really. So if I open it up, you can see it gives me a full breakdown of the overall performance, the correct answers, the incorrect answers. And then I can look at the final scores of how my students did. I can look at the summary for each question. It breaks it down in so much detail. So it's just really amazing that you're able to download this very detailed report, and you can see and you can assess how well your students are doing individually and overall as a class as well. So that's it for me. The final thing is, due to time constraints, obviously we won't be able to play today, but I do have a link for you to try a Kahoot quiz yourself. So I will just put that in the chat here, and could someone please send that out to everyone so they can get a chance to play a Kahoot quiz. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Farrell. Are you there? Okay, Miss Amina, can you listen to my voice clearly, or do you find something
Yes,
or issue? Okay, clear.
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Amina, for your very interesting and nice presentation this afternoon. I think Mr. Farrell is still freezing with his internet connections. So thank you so much. And now we are going to
Sorry,
move.
Sabina.
Okay, Farrell.
Your name.
Okay.
I am
Okay, no problem. Okay, let's move on to the
okay.
next.
The
Okay, good.
the
Mr. Farrell.
Hotgantina Sinaga is from for Southeast. Southeast is welcome.
Okay, hello everyone. Uh, thank, thank you, Miss Amine. Sorry if I say your name wrong. That was an incredible presentation, and it's also related to my presentation that I'm going to present right now. So uh, I'm going to share my what is it? Experience teaching in my school. So there are some digital tools that we use. Usually we use at school. I know that you have more than that, but I just want to share you some of them. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, it's visible, Miss Sinaga.
Okay, thank you. Um, usually people call me Miss Tina. You can call me Miss Tina also. So teaching in a primary school in Sekolah Cikal, Cilandak, Indonesia. And so these tools usually we are using for pre-assessment, formative assessment, and also summative assessment. And then I'm going to share one tool that two tools actually that we are usually use for the pre-assessment. The first one is this one, Jamboard. Have you ever heard this, guys? So in my school, before we start discussing any topic, usually we ask the prior knowledge about this topic to the students. So usually we use this Jamboard. We give the link to the student. This is the example of my student work or the Jamboard that I use. Hopefully that you can see my screen now. So we're discussing about environmental issue here. So we gave this picture and then we asked the students to see, to what is it, to type what they see, what they feel, and also what they think about this picture. So if we can see here, this is the students' response. And we can check the prior knowledge of our students by using this one. Okay, that's my first one. And the second one, oh yeah, this is the student example of student responses. And the second one, we also use Padlet. Okay, so let's see you. So this is Padlet. We use this to check the prior knowledge and also the skill of the students in science year 6. So since they're going to be a researcher, so they ask them to research about this question and they put their answer here. So we can see that whether they know how to research and how to put the research link and so on. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot how to use this. Oh, for the Padlet, of course, you have to make your own account first. You have to make your own account. And after that, it's easy actually to use this. You can click make a Padlet, and then you can choose which one do you want to show. This is the dashboard. Either you want to use the wall or shelf. Usually, if it's what is it randomly, you can choose this one. But if you want to be what is it like a shelf, you can click this one. Okay, and then for the Jamboard, sorry, I forgot to tell you before. For the Jamboard, actually, that's a Google application. So if you go to the Google, you will find Jamboard there. This one. So you can click this, and also you can click the plus sign over here, and you have your own Jamboard. Easy, right? Okay, that's usually we use for pre-assessment. And then the second one, there are also some tools that we use for the formative assessment. The first one that we use, usually we use quizzes. For this one, let me show you. You have to also create your own account first, and then you can upgrade it to the pro, and you will have more, what is it, more resources. But I use the free one. So just like Kahoot, the one that in the previous, what is it, topic before. So you can also search, explore the topic that you want, or you can just over here, like if you're going to find the quiz about math, you can just click English and so on. And then you can also put this in your library. And just like Kahoot also, it has a report. So you can see the reports over here. And if you're going to check how many students take the quiz and then how was the result, you can check in the reports, and then it will be appear over here. For example, this one. There will be the name of the students here, and then you can see check the question. You can see the overview like this one. And for the quizzes also, you can you can also play it lively, like teaching it lively with your student. If you are going to do it together with the students, you can just click this, and then you can continue, and then there will be a code, and the student will enter the code, and you can start and play together. But if you're going to assign it as a homework, you can click this one, and then you can custom the deadline over here. For the free account, we only have like 1 or 2 weeks, but if it's a pro account, it will be around 6 months if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's about quizzes. And then now, I think I also put here the Kahoot, because you also Kahoot for our formative assessment. I mean the tools to assess the formative. But I don't think to explain this anymore, because I just explained it and it's very clear. Okay, so I'm going to the next one. The next tool that we use in my school is Sekolahmu. So this is the the application that is developed by uh, my school actually, and I think this one is also good to check this to be used as a formative tool for the students. I will show you how. So we have to create your account first, of course, and after that you can create your own quiz, and this will be the sekolahmu look like. Wait a minute. You have to create your account first, and then when I take the quiz, yeah, you can answer like this. The language is mixed bahasa and English, but I think you can choose if you're going to use for English. And for the result, in our dashboard, there will be also, just like the quizzes, there will be the the report and so on. Okay. Okay, that's for the formative assessment. And then now I'm going to share you also the tool that we usually use for the summative assessment. Okay, so this tool, we often use this tool to to assess the summative, because we can give the instruction. The students also can insert the pictures or the video here, and we teacher also can give them feedback here. So this is one of my students project, so I'm going to show you. So this is the geometry town project. This is math in year 6. So we put the instruction here and also the requirements, and this is the teacher's feedback, and the students also can insert the result over here. This is the students' work, and if you're going to challenge the students, they can also put over here. And for the summative assessment, we always put the rubrics. Okay, so the student can set their goal, if they're going to achieve which stage that they're going to achieve, and also we ask them to make the reflection about their learning. Yep. Okay. This is only the pictures of my student work. Yeah, I think that's all. So those are the digital tools that we usually use for to assess students' work in our school, and we know that in this pandemic era, we need to to do the hybrid learning and so on. I think it will be helpful if we can uh, synchronize the digital also, even though later on we come back to school. I think that's all from me. Thank you. You can ask me in the chat room if you have question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for Ms. Amina and Mrs. Tina for the amazing presentation today. Yeah, for the conclusion is today we are learning about assessment, digital assessment to use in the era of digital age. And for they said there is Ms. Amina said Kahoot for game learning application, and Mrs. Tina said a lot of platform for learning in the digital era, such as Kahoot, and then quizzes, and then word wall, and any others. So guys, if you have any questions, just drop your comments below on YouTube comment, so we will get in touch with you with the answers. Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation, Miss Sinaga.
Yeah, you can call me Miss Tina. Actually,
Miss Tina.
Sinaga is my family. Yeah, Sinaga is my family name.
Okay.
So, Miss Amina, do you use some other tools, or can you share other digital tools that you use at your schools? So maybe we can also.
So I use Google Slides every day.
Okay.
About digital learning platform.
I don't think the sound is is working. Can't hear Mr. Farrell. I also
Okay,
use
I
Pear
think
Deck as
while we are
well.
waiting for,
Yeah, please.
pardon?
From the text box,
Okay, Miss Amina and also Miss Hotgantina Sinaga. After what is it been learning while we're waiting for audiences to ask their questions. So actually, can I ask you two questions, please?
Sure.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay, regarding the digital assessment that I have already learned and comprehend from Miss Amina's presentation and also Mrs. Tina's presentation this afternoon, it was really wonderful and amazing, okay, to learn new knowledges in digital assessment. So my question is, do Kahoot digital assessment and also the tools or media that also Mrs. Tinas has already explained this afternoon can be used all level of learners like primary students or elementary students or senior high school students or anything else. Okay, thank you.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, I believe so. Once show the students how, a digital tool is used, I believe it will be very effective. Actually, Kahoot is very simple to play. And I teach year 7 to year 13. So year 7 meaning 11-year-olds up to year 13, 17, 18-year-olds. And they all love it. They all love playing it. I've never played it in primary school, but I imagine that they would also enjoy playing it. And I've seen that there are more like simpler Kahoots for younger students as well. So, for example, instead of the answers being a written answer, you can just add an image, and the answer can be an image, and then younger students can just click on the correct image.
Thank you, Miss
Yeah.
Amina.
Yeah, since I'm a primary teacher, so actually all of the tools can be used for the primary students. Yeah, especially Kahoot, they really like it. Yeah, especially if you play it lively with the students, uh, they are excited, and also for the quizzes and other tools. So if you ask like whether it's suitable for the primary students, yes, it's very helpful for them, and they are so excited if we use this what is it, media like Kahoot or quizzes, especially the quizzes. Especially for the what is it, game-based learning like quizzes and Kahoot, they will like it. Now, like me, I'm teaching from year 3 to year 6, and many times I use
Okay.
either Kahoot, quizzes, or Sekolahmu. They really enjoy it.
Okay. Thanks so much, Mrs. Tina. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear my voice?
yeah, it's clear. Uh, guys, can you hear me? Miss Amina, Mrs. Tina, and Mr. Zainul. Can you hear my voice? Fine. I find there is a question on the text box, and it's from Mr. Sunanda. His question is, can Kahoot collaborate with Edmodo. Yeah, maybe maybe you once hear Edmodo sometimes.
I
Okay,
didn't
Kahoot,
understand the
our voice is
question.
Edmodo.
Okay,
I
Can
think
you
it's
repeat?
let me continue
integrated.
from
Uh,
yeah, integrated collaboration between Edmodo application learning and Kahoot application learning. So can these two educational platform collaborate to each other, Miss Amina? So
Oh,
it is the
okay.
question from Mr. Sunandar. Is this the question from Mr. Sunandar, Miss Amina?
Okay, I've never actually used Edmodo, so I don't know much about it. How about you, Miss Tina?
I I've never used Edmodo as well, but so far that I know, Kahoot and quizzes they can be integrated with Google, right? Google
Yeah,
Classroom.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and also Sekolahmu, the one that what is it? The one that I explained before, my school platform. They also can be integrated with Kahoot and also quizzes. I've never
Hmm,
used it.
okay. Okay. So maybe for your information, Edmodo platform application is available through website learning and also mobile application. So it is like maybe Sekolahmu also. It provides the student and the teachers to meet classroom, and what does it mean? It also provide the teachers and students some features like assessment or quizzes and any other management. So how do you think with that features can collaborate or integrate it with Kahoot platform or digital learning, Miss Amina? It is as
Okay,
long
say
as
that
I know
again.
because okay. So have you listened to my explanation fully about Edmodo applications, Miss Amina?
Yeah, so can you repeat that for me?
Okay, okay. So as long as I know, because in previous months ago, I taught what is it? I taught elementary students English, especially using Edmodo application. It is available in web version and also mobile application. So actually, Edmodo applications, like the casual and usual educational platform, which provide the students and the teachers some features to manage and also what is it meant to have fun in the online learning like that. So there are quizzes and also assessment features and also invite and others. So it is more likely Sekolahmu platform and other what is it, other usual educational platforms. So for that facts or for that information, what do you think Edmodo and Kahoot can be integrated to each other, Miss Amina?
I mean, I haven't used Edmodo before, but it seems that
Mhm.
it's like a network, like some sort of networking with educators and whatnot and learners. So perhaps you can
Mhm.
send a Kahoot link or add a Kahoot link into Edmodo. But again, I haven't used it, so I can't be sure. But I'm imagining since it's a network site for learners and educators that there'll be that type of option.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Miss Amina.
Okay, maybe while waiting, I'm going to ask Mrs. Mina, the one that I asked you before. Do you have other tools, digital tools that you use at your school?
Yeah, so right now I'm using Google Slides, Pear Deck, Kahoot, and Kami app. So and Moat. So Kami and Moat, as in the Chrome extensions. Do you know those ones?
Okay. I've never used that one.
Oh, Kami, it's like this. Kami app. It's a website and it has a Chrome extension, and it's a way where you can write on top of PDFs. That's the basics of what it is. So instead of printing out worksheets, for example, students can just type over the PDF document, or they could draw over the document as well.
Okay, how do we use do we use that? Is that application only, or is there any website version? So just log in.
Yeah. So there's a website, and you just log in with your Google account, for example. And once you've created your account, I mean, it's free. There's a premium version as well, but I'm happy to use the free one. And you can just import documents into Kami, and then you can assign it to your students on Google Classroom. You can just share the link, and they can open any document, really, even if it's a Google Docs document, as long as when they're in Google Classroom, as long as they select open with Kami, then the document will open in the Kami application, and then they can just insert a text box and write over the PDF document.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Emine. I will try it.
How about you, Miss Tina? What applications are you using?
Actually, there are so many applications, but the one that I share is just the mostly I use. So we also have Genially. Have you ever heard that? Genially?
No.
Genially. So it's like Google Slide also, but you can also create a quiz from that, like game-based quiz, and also WordWall. Have you ever heard that WordWall?
WordWall, yeah, that one's. I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we also use that a lot. But for me, I rarely use it because usually the WordWall and generally we use it for the lower primary class because they will love to play games.
Yeah.
I think we can share like digital tools here if you have any, because you know that even though the pandemic will be over hopefully. But we have to we have to still use the digital integrate the digital tools to the school, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then it will be great if we can share more tools. So maybe people who watch or in Indonesia especially, we can learn how to use the application also.
Yeah, I use Pear Deck a lot. Do you know Pear Deck? Pear Deck.
Yeah. Oh, I never used that. Is that an application also?
Yeah, so it integrates with Google Slides. So it's just a way to make your Google Slides presentation more interactive. So there's interactive elements like there you can add a text box, you can add a multiple choice question and things like that. You can add a drag and drop activity onto your Google Slides. Yeah, so I use that with my students and they really enjoy the interactive elements.
Okay. Oh yeah, I also I'm interested. One what is it? Interesting application also from Google, the Lucid Chart. Have you ever used that?
Lucid chart? No.
Yeah, that's a Google. Yeah, that's from Google.
Oh,
Actually, you can
okay.
just check it. Yeah, so it's like if you're going to ask your student to make mind map. That one.
Oh, okay. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I can show you. Where
Yeah.
are the moderator? Can I? So maybe. Wait a minute. I'm going to share my screen again.
Okay.
So this
Yes,
is the
okay,
lucid
Miss
chart.
Tina.
Okay, wait, yeah.
Okay.
So, but I don't know whether it is have to be upgrade Google email because I use my schools, right? So it must be
Mm.
updated one. So if
Ah,
you see over here, there are so many tools that we can use actually, right?
yeah.
Like Google Sites for the portfolio.
Yeah, we use that one.
Yeah, yeah. We also can use Google Forms for the survey or for the quiz also, right?
Yeah, I use that for a quiz as well.
Yeah, and also now this one, the lucid chart diagrams
Mm.
over here. So we ever use this to ask students to create their mind map. I think that's a great one. Wait a minute.
Oh,
This one is
okay.
the example of my students' work. Let me show you. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So they can use any shape, and then they can use like uh, at the time we asked them to write how to prevent COVID-19 outbreak. So they put their ideas over here, and they can
Okay.
also download it. Yeah, they can download it into PDF. Wait, I'm not mistaken.
Export maybe?
Yeah, export maybe. Yeah, export. Yeah, export to PDF
Mm.
or this one
Yeah.
photos. Yeah, so that's a nice one.
Yeah,
That's
that is a really nice tool
tools.
to use.
I think you have it in your Google if you use
Yeah.
the Google for your school.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's see. Let me check first whether there are still some question available on the comments. Okay. Okay, since I have checked and I think there is nothing more questions to ask, or maybe perhaps Miss Amina or Mrs. Tina, you have something additional to say to the audiences regarding digital assessment for the all teachers in Indonesia, especially in this pandemic session. Actually, do you have something to say for Indonesian educators, especially for digital assessment matters?
I would say that if you haven't tried playing Kahoot with your students before, because I know it's difficult to try something new, what I would say to you is just try it, because as soon as you try it, your students will love it and they will love coming to your lessons. I have students that are outside my classroom door asking me, "Ma'am, can I join your lesson?" Because they want to play Kahoot in my lessons because they've heard from the other students that every Friday this is what we play.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. What about Mrs. Tina's?
Yeah, for me, I know that especially in Indonesia, we are not really into digital tools. But I believe as long as we have eagerness to learn, we can use it. Yeah, that's the key point. We have to willing, we have to, what is it, eagerness to learn something new, and it will be helpful for us as a teacher to teach our students. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, that was great, Nina. Okay, I think the time comes to end. Okay, and thank you so much for Miss Amina Pektekin from Cleeve Park School, United Kingdom, and also Mrs. Hotgantina Sinaga from Cikal, Cilandak Primary School. And it was a wonderful day and a very amazing time to have this session with you all, two amazing speakers. And we have learned a lot about digital assessment tools and also another entertaining learning media. And of course, I don't forget to say thank you so much for all ladies and gentlemen audiences who have watched this virtual session international collaboration class. Thank you so much. Or perhaps before we end, we'd like to have a virtual selfie for documentation matter. Do you mind, please?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can do it.
okay, let me add Mr. Farrell first. Okay, Mr. Farrell, are you there? Okay, okay. Let me count down from three. All right, three,
Okay.
2, 1, go. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me check.
Thank you.
Okay, let me check it first. Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Hotgantina Sinaga and Miss Emine Pektekin. See you next time.
See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.